Good morning. If you've watched any of my video about dogs, the worst chicken predator, you know how I feel about roaming dogs. Well, this morning I was at a computer doing something, and the door's open because it's so warm. And I was sitting there and I heard the strangest sound. Now Hector was out in the barn pen. He was outside in the pen. He was behind the garage door on the back side of the pen. He was not free ranging. He was in the barn pen. And I heard him make the most odd noise. It was loud and it was sudden and it was just something I'd never heard him do before. And it alarmed me enough that I decided I was going to go check. And so I ran out the kitchen door and I went over, looked over the deck. And I saw two dogs I'd never seen before inside my perimeter, right near the barn fence. Hector was standing up. He was tracking them. He was standing tall and watching out to see where they were going. And they were headed for the barn fence. They were, I don't know, 8 feet from it, maybe, headed that way. I grabbed my sons. My sons are, my oldest son's about to turn 41, so they're not kids anymore. But I have their little wooden t-ball bat still, and it hangs outside my kitchen door. I grabbed that thing off the hook, and I headed down the stairs, and I went after them. And they shot down to the corner. They went running down the fence line, down to the bottom corner of the perimeter fence. Now, our pasture is not fenced in. The perimeter it contains all the barns, the house, and all the main property. It's probably over 2 acres is fenced and driveway gated. So, I chased them down to the very bottom corner. Well, one of them, I don't know how he got out. I later found out he had climbed over really fast. He climbed it. And he shot across the power line easement to the other property across from ours. And his pal didn't quite get how he got out. So he was running in circles around that bottom corner with me headed toward him. So a mad, crazy woman with a bat yelling and headed toward him. And so he ran back up the fence line along the power line easement and looking for a way out. And I stalked that dog and I terrorized that dog for quite a while. And finally I lost sight of him behind some of my Leland cypress. And I didn't know how he got out then, but hello Bash. Yes, I'm talking to you, sweet boy. Yeah, you didn't see that dog. You were inside, huh? Unless you saw him out the window. But he finally got out, and I circled the perimeter, making sure that he was not inside. I never saw him, so I figured he got out some way. So I immediately went down to the game camera that faces the pasture. It points kind of at the back gate, the chain link gate that goes into the pasture. And I took it to the house and downloaded it. I looked at it on the screen first, and it showed dogs. And I downloaded it, and I come to find out one of the dogs was here on the 11th. So they've been here before. And there was pictures of them running back and forth outside the perimeter fence, along the pasture fence. Today, right before I caught them inside the fence. And when my husband got home, he got the shotgun, and we went looking to see if there was a hole in the perimeter somewhere. And we found out that the dog, the one that was left that I terrorized so much, I know it's really windy today, it's but a warm wind, it feels awesome. The one I terrorized so much climbed a 6-foot fence out near the driveway. And he bent it over at the top, and he tore the wells apart. So he tore my fence at the top. It was a new fence. We had just put it in not long ago. So he tore that fence down, climbing over a 6-foot fence. Now, when you do everything you can to keep animals and dogs off your property and keep your chickens safe, and these are not cheap chickens. These are not $2 chickens, as somebody said to me once. You mean you kill a dog over $2 chicken? Honey, I don't have $2 chickens, I said, and I don't. These are rare variety Brahmas, partridge, blue partridge, and a dark Brahma from a breeder in New York. These are really beautiful birds. And I just thank the Lord that Hector was not free ranging, because if Hector had been out free ranging, I would have most likely lost Hector. He would have approached the dogs. I'm sure he would have hit them head on, and the girls might have got away, or they might not, but because there were two dogs, not just one dog. So anyway, I'm just glad Hector was not outside when this happened today. Thank goodness for small favors. It was fairly early, and my husband had gone off on errands, and I didn't let them out to free range yet. So, if you do everything you can and they still climb a 6-foot fence, what are you going to do except be ready and drop them when they come back? I don't know who these dogs are. Had the same situation in October of 2016 when I caught dogs on my game camera in the pasture. Same exact situation. One got out, we terrorized the other one till he never came back again. I hope they don't come back again. But will I shoot a dog over a chicken? Yeah, I will. Because I've got a big investment in these, and it's not easily replaced, and I will. I've got two heritage lines of barred Plymouth Rocks that you cannot find at a hatchery. You don't find these at a hatchery. Right, Sebastian, you're special, aren't you, buddy? Yes, you are. Game chickens, according to some people, are the only valuable chicken. They obviously don't know about many breeds of chickens, different from a hatchery. So, yeah, that was my experience for the morning. And I will let you guys go, but this is why I have a zero tolerance policy for dogs. And once it leaves your property, it ceases to be a pet and it becomes a predator. If it's on my property and it doesn't belong, it's a predator. And you tell me that dog would not have gone for my birds if they'd been out where they could get to them? Yeah, they would. And I lost a very good rooster today. And maybe his hens, too. I don't know. Knowing Hector, he would have gone right for them. And he would have done his duty, and that is his duty, and that's what he's there for besides reproduction. But why should I lose him? The law backs me up in the state of Georgia. The law backs me up in the county. It mirrors the state law, and it gives me the right to prevent injury. That means you subdue the threat before it injures your animal. You don't wait till it kills a bird if you can help it. So, that was my lovely experience of the day. Isn't Bash beautiful in the sunshine? Look at his colors. He is so stunning. My husband's about to paint a picture of this lovely boy. He is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And I'd hate to lose him to a dog or anything, but at worst, a roaming dog, because of some irresponsible person who doesn't give a crap about anybody else. So, I will let you go. I got to work on my quilt. I've been spending too much time outside this beautiful, warm, spring-like winter weather. So I will catch you later. Bye-bye, everybody.